learning to say that word correctly. This episode is brought to you by Spick and Span. Spick and Span. It's a cleaning product whose name could probably take a little bit of a visit. And now, here's a song. Last time, last night I saw Janine. She looked just like a movie scene. When I saw Janine. And now, here they are, your invenerable hosts, Carlos, Kareem, Wyndham. I guess we were on a little bit of a jazz and scat thing for the open today because if I got to be uncomfortable, I guess we're just going to spread it around. I don't know. People scatting always makes me a little bit uncomfortable if they're not good at it, like I'm not. Hey, but on Thursday, which is tomorrow, I am gonna be doing some storytelling at 7 p.m. as part of Telltale. This edition of Telltale is called Something Wicked, and guess what? If you go to the Telltale site, you can go ahead and get your tickets. It's on a sliding scale. Nobody's going to be turned away. There's a raffle. I'm not the only one telling stories. It's a whole night. It's a whole thing. You should be there. It's going to be a really, really good time. Also, is going to be a really good time on my birthday on Sunday, and you should come through. What, my birthday on Sunday? Would love to have you there to celebrate, as will be the patrons at the members who are a part of the Patreon at Smoke and Mirrors CCB. We are accepting all and every Patreon level. Ruthie, Erica, Amber, Aaron, Seth, Lisa, Kristen, Renice, Michael, Natalie, Juliet, Tarika, Tracy, and Venus. They're going to be there. You should come through too. It's going to be a really good time. Carol, I've been missing you too. I'm feeling great. I hope you come. I'm going to be celebrating getting younger and younger because that's how I do it. I'm doing this Benjamin Button style. On the 25th of October, I'll bring this up again. Gonna be live streaming the album release party for Wallace, whose name I really hope I fixed on this, and I'm realizing I may not have. I didn't. That says Walsey. Our band's name is not Walsey. Our band's name is Wallace, and the album, God, that's embarrassing, is called And We Ride. We're going to be doing that on October 25th. We hope that you will join us for that. You can look at the fan page, the Wallace fan page, band page here on the Facebooks, at our site at wallace.com. All the places. Hi. I did miss you, Carol. Yes. And it is good to see you. It is good to be seen by the people who are seeing this. And it is wonderful to be here for another day. This, I'm going to give you a heads up, is going to be a much lower tech day of production. Not going to be super duper overly produced outside of what Tracy is providing you in all of the places. If you are on Facebook, you are seeing in the feeds the connections to any and all of the events about which I just spoke. YouTube people, you can see it there too. Click on it. Have a good time. YouTube people, you're supposed to click things and like things and bounce things, whatever. Facebook people, share it. That would be great. That would be great. A like would be brilliant. As you know, this will always be a thing that I'm offering for free as long as we are living in this pandemic, which the president seems to be determined to keep us in forever and ever and ever and ever, as the dumbass government keeps pushing us to accept herd immunity and the idea that 2 million people will die. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm even willing to go as far as to say I hate pandemics. And I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm ready to go out. Do you have a warm bevy? I'm not ready enough to go out that I'm willing to listen to President Covita. I am not ready enough to go out that I'm willing to give up my health yet. But I am having a harder time feeling very judgmental about the people who do. I see you, London. I see you, Liverpool. Liverpool had to lock it back down again, and the young people in response thought it would be a good idea to get out to the bars for last call, since they're going to be locked down for an indeterminate amount of time again. And the fact that that is happening because they were out so much without their masks doesn't seem to be a thing that stopped them from going out without their masks for a drink last night. The same is true of President Donald Trump, who had to go out for a drink of ego boosting, crowd refreshing claps and applause for his ego to one of two states. I don't even remember which now. He went to Florida first, I think Pennsylvania second. Pennsylvania, which he won handily, which is now in jeopardy because of the shitty job he's done with the COVIDs. And so he's visiting states that he's won in because he has to pretend like he's got a chance in hell of winning the presidential election. And that's also why he's going to Wisconsin to keep spreading the COVID all around. I really didn't want to talk about that today, but here's the good news. It's like Christmas today for me and for you. And I want to talk about a couple of ways in which that's true. One is that, as I said, I have invited you, if you've been here, to my birthday party. The only sort of thing I'm going to be doing like that. 4:20 on Sunday, I will set up the Zoom for anyone who is part of the Patreons. If you've given so much as $1, that will be an unlocked Zoom channel. Feel free to have a look there. I will write the patrons from there as well to remind you that I will be there. I will be available. And I will be there for 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how many folks show up. And that's going to be Sunday afternoon. Wonderful celebration of my birthday. I will be reunited with my child, who is here in the same city, just doesn't live here all the time, as you know. And with the times that does happen, there's another one coming up again soon. For that same weekend. So I'm excited about that. And I have gotten a lovely gift from Tracy. I'd been listening to, and I suggest that you do, if you have the means and the opportunity, Sade's entire collection on vinyl. Sade So Far, it is called. It's all of her albums gathered together, repressed. It's a new pressing. And I will tell you this about the new pressing. The vinyl that is pressed on is gorgeous. It's deep dish vinyl. It is new school vinyl. It is thick like pancake. It's like the way I think that they made records before they became disposable commodities, kind of vinyl. And man, it sounds like you're there with the band. The band is Sade, not a hot take. Not a hot take. Her name is also Sade, but the band is also named Sade. And so listening to the whole band Sade, which Also, no, they're not. It's just her. It's just, I know what she said, but there's rules. I've been having this discussion. It's just rules to this. If she didn't want to be Sade, then she shouldn't have named the whole band Sade. She's Sade. That's it. Period. Period. Hootie and the Blowfish. We all know who Hootie is. Hootie's the black guy. The Blowfish are the white guys. Period. I don't care if your name is Darius Rucker. I don't care that that's not the name of your band or your name. Your name is Hootie. I don't care if you're solo now. Your name is Hootie. And if you don't sell your tickets as Hootie, I'm never going to be able to see you. Hootie. Her name is Blondie. That's just what it is. Her name is Blondie. I don't know. Debbie Harry. Who's she? I don't know her. Blondie. Hootie. Sade. I love it. I love it. Every single record is a thing of beauty, save one, which of course I can't even remember the title of now. There was one right before Love Deluxe that she dropped that it was interesting. There were some things that sounded like she's trying to do a bit of Anita Baker. She's doing a little bit of she's serving you some Jodie Watley realness. Nothing we want from Sade. Nothing we want from Sade. And then it came Lovers Rock. No, Love Deluxe, then Lovers Rock. I think Love Deluxe might be the one that was like, ooh, what's this? Then Lovers Rock came out and it was like, oh my God, holy shit. Then of course was the Soldier of Love, Warrior Love Soldier. Woo! Warrior Love Soldier is such a good album and song. Oh my God. If you have 6 albums and only one of them makes the listener go, yeah, you're a winner. You're a winner. And I'm not saying that with any disregard or disgrace or dismissal of anything that Sade has ever done. Listen, if you know me, you know how I feel about Prince. Not to stir up any controversy, but the worst thing in the world to listen to musically is Prince rapping. Except for when he makes Sheila E. rap. That might be the onlyest thing to ever happen on vinyl worse than Prince rapping. And this, even Sade's worst record, is way better than that. And Prince only tried that a couple of times. And you know, frankly, we have to forgive because you have that catalog. We have to forgive. We have to forgive the mistakes, the missteps. We try to step outside the bounds. All musicians do it. Garth Brooks named himself Chris something other. I had a whole wig in the situation. I don't know what the fuck that was. And of course, Hootie has been trying to rename himself Darius Rucker for years, which again, we're never going to accept. So, do you have a warm bevy? Get your fucks on. So that's been brilliant. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I am celebrating the aging process. I want to celebrate it with you if you're down. I at 49, it does mean that I have many, many more years of this kind of smooth and sexy left than a white person would. Also, it means that I know that it is simply an illusion because I only look young and vibrant until I stand up and my joints start cracking, and then it's very clear that I am not. So, or if I eat something a little funky or too late, I can't eat too late. Also, if I try to sleep past 6 a.m, it doesn't work anymore because now I'm gonna be an old. So that's just what that is. The wonderful thing that I want to celebrate, though, most of all, and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to keep it a shorty and a cutie. Shorty and a cutie. If you would like to see a more produced, more segmented version of what we do at Smoke and Mirrors. Hey, new viewers, I know. What the fuck is this even? This is what happens when Auntie has clients during the day that she forgot about and doesn't have time to put a show together. But there are more segmented versions of it available at the community page. I apologize, that was rude. The Smoke and Mirrors community page that's available here on Facebook. Also, Carlos Cream Wyndham YouTube. You could find up to I think about 110 ish. I'm gonna say shows. Many have segments and titles and reasons for existing. This is how it started, though, and people watched enough that there are 110 of them. So if that's not good enough, you get the fuck out of here anyway. You probably don't even belong under the philosopher's tree, you jerk. Probably mean. Probably a Trump voter. I don't mean that. I love you. Here's the thing. November and leap year Christmas did come because I happen to live in one of the mail-in ballot states. And today, I got the best birthday present ever. I got my ballot. Official. It's official. Oh, I may have opened it like a set piece earlier, just so I could look at it with you. Just so I could smell it. Oh my God. Oh, that is so fucking hot. Oh. Oh, goddamn, there it is. Oh, presidential candidates who are not Donald J. Trump. Ooh, I'm just going to get in just a little bit. Just let me put a little bit in. Oh, my God. Right below where it says Republican Donald J. Trump and Michael R. Pence. Michael R. Pence? Isn't it? What the fuck is his middle name? Roland? What is his middle? Michael R. Pence. What is? I'm not going to look it up. If one of you is free, feel free to look it up. What? Michael R. Pence? Ronald? Michael Ronald Pence? Michael Reginald Pence? Michael Republican Pence? Maybe he was just born that way. Some people are just born that way. But anyway, right below that, there it is. Grandpa Biden and Kamala Harris. The thing is, I'm not really voting for them so much as it is that I'm voting against him. And for sanity, even if it's a sanity that I find quite distasteful and displeasurable over a freewheeling Nazi. I know I keep saying freewheeling Nazi, but Michael Richard Pence? Michael Richards? Like the fucking racist from Seinfeld? The one who played Kramer? That's an unfortunate name. Well, or a fortunate name. I mean, maybe, depending, that's his audience. Michael Dick Pence suggests Kelly. That's hilarious. That's funny. Anyway, I got mine. I'm going to fill it out. And you know what I'm going to do is the ultimate troll? Because there's rules. Okay, be clear. Wherever you live, if you're doing a mail-in ballot, there are different rules as to how you have to mail it in. Now, this has a thing that says ballot enclosed and is going to call for my official signature right there. It wants my official signature in blue or black. I am going to make sure that the pen that it is in is blue or black. Also, when they ask for your official signature, I've seen a few people ask about this. What does that mean? Because your signature continues to evolve and change and look like shit depending on your mood, what time of day it is, and what you're signing. Your official signature to make sure that your vote does not get thrown into the garbage is the one that you will see on the back of your driver's license, should you have one. Okay? On the back of your driver's license, should you have one. If you have real ID, it's the one on the real ID. Okay? That is your official signature. Make sure you put in the effort to make your signature look like that. Here's the second troll I'm going to do. The second troll is that I am going to make sure that I fill it out in Sharpie, which is the president's favorite black pen. He likes signing everything in Sharpie. He changes maps in Sharpie. He makes declarations in Sharpie. He does all sorts of things in Sharpie. And so I am going to fill out my ballot in Sharpie. Now, let's see if there are any other instructions. Yep. Optional ballot. Okay, so here in Oregon, it's an optional secret ballot secrecy sieve. It's for optional. So it's like Trump in the mask. You don't got to do it. You don't got to do it. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it. But you don't got to do it. Once you do that, and then you stick it right up into there where your official signature is going to go, which again, you're going to make sure matches the goddamn signature on the back of your license and or real ID, or your vote may not get counted. So we're going to do all of those things. It's going to be lovely. I already know who I'm voting for on almost everything. We could even do a little bit of this together. And it would give me the opportunity to do the last bit of trolling that I'm going to do. Because as many of you know, and as it suggests on my ballot, I do live in Multnomah County. And we are the county in which there is the city of Portland, where I also live. And here in the city of Portland, there's a mayoral race happening. And here in the city of Portland, we have a mayor who had been doing secret texts with Proud Boys and Nazis and such while letting them into the city and protecting their right to free speech, and then arresting protesters. The mayor who at one of these, I know it was a peaceful protest, or at least meant to be, because my, at the time, 6-year-old daughter was in it, gassed the crowd, including my daughter, who was traumatized with the sound grenades. The same mayor who helped us make a new friend of our new friend, Kristen, who got shot in the face protecting BLM protesters when they were still black BLM protesters at the BLM protests here in Portland. That mayor, that cockwobbler. By the way, that is not a word that it means. What cockwobbler does not mean what it sounds like it means. In the parlance of the day, it means a buffoon. A buffoon. In his case, a bootlicking sycophant ass-kiss buffoon, but a buffoon nonetheless. Teddy Wheeler. Oh, can't wait to vote against your fucking ass. I will say this though, not excited about the person on the competitor ticket, on the Democratic ticket, because Democrats are soft and are really, they do everything they can to lose every office they can possibly lose. And the reason there's going to be a blue tsunami is because nobody in this country actually wants to live under Nazis. It's not so much that we like the Democrats. Let's just be clear. This is not a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. I am not doing that. What's happening is this. Two evils are going to vie for position. One of them is going to get it and inevitably have sway over my life. I'm going to take the 10 minutes it takes to fill this motherfucker out and let them know which of the two evils I prefer to be living under, because the worst of them is not it. I want to circumvent and prevent like a dam, the worst evil from coming in and gushing all over me. So, gonna do that. Where I will be voting for mayor because I don't give a shit for the other candidate. I don't white lady. Candidate white lady. I don't know candidate white lady's name. I don't. You don't need to write it. I don't care what candidate white lady's name is. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be writing in Theresa Raiford for mayor, as should you. And I am going to do that right now. Let me go ahead and find the box where she lives so I can do that for real and not just be sitting here talking shit. There it is. Okay, her name is white lady is Sarah Inahorny. I don't care. I am writing Theresa Raiford. And with my big black Sharpie, I'm going to fill in that dot right now. Oh, that feels pretty good. But then, while we're still here together, I'm going to fill in a dot that's going to feel really good. There it is. Again, if I keep in mind why I'm doing it, it just feels so much better. It feels so much better. Now, oh no, not Sarah Lynette. I don't know what that means. But what I'm saying is, oh no, not Sarah. I am not voting for Sarah, nor will I vote for Hitler's wet dream Wheeler. I wrote in and voted Theresa Raiford. I'm not in a booth, nor am I in any polling place, so I can talk about this all I want to. And here we go. Sucking it up. I'm voting for the Democrats again. Here we go. Throwing another quarter in the wishing well. There it went. Joseph Biden. Kamala Harris, you got my vote. Up and down the ticket, I'll let you know this. I will be going blue. In terms of the judge for the Fourth Circuit, Circuit Court, 4th District, position 12 here locally. That will be Adrian L. Brown for this auntie. Gonna let you know that as well. Anything else on here that I need to let you know? Everyone else, vote your heart. Vote for the people who are most in line with your philosophical leanings. Maybe somebody who believes in I don't know, the First Amendment as well as the Second. Huh? That's a good amendment if we're going to be using the Bill of Rights as any sort of a litmus test of how we wish to live. That might be a good one. Vote for the measures that are going to secure your future. That means that if a school needs funding or a bond passed, the answer is yes. Hey, higher taxes for who the fuck ever. Yup. Voting for that. Any taxes, any state or city taxes, I think would not hurt our ability to have things like sidewalks where all of the Black people and the Latinos who you just months ago called essential workers have been forced to move. Having sidewalks in those places would be good, so I'll be voting for taxes on everything. And I don't know. Yeah, more libraries. I like that. That sounds great. Increase the taxes on the ciggies? Absolutely. Fuck that. Fuck you. Yeah, you're not supposed to be smoking cigarettes anyway, you sons of bitches. Give it up. Giving yourself cancer, and then we all, no, baby. No, boo-boo. Now, I say that while I sit here smoking a carcinogen. I do understand that even smoking through a bong, that when you're smoking anything and breathing smoke into the lungs, it is a carcinogen. Does that make me a hypocrite? Yup. Should you go ahead and tax cannabis? Sure. I don't give a. I understand. I'm taking a risk. I'm willing to pay the extra tax of going to get it, and tax if there's one laid on it. What a babble fest this has been. What a babble fest. So, do you believe in the Kantian philosophical imperative of there being a social contract? Do you want that social contract to continue to exist into the future, such that there is food? Do you remember there are things we can get back that we used to have? I know it's not everything. I know it's not freedom. I know it's not liberation. I know it's not real democracy. But remember food inspectors? We we could have food inspectors again, and not have E. coli and food poisoning every couple of months and weeks. And when there were outbreaks, we would know it. We would know why we had the diarrhea. We would know why our tum-tums were so upset, and whether it was because we heard some horrible news that made us sort of lean into it and just be like, oh, some not so cool things happened last night. Or we could just know that there's an outbreak happening in a particular strain of whatever and not eat it. We could have inspectors showing up at the places that have both cattle and farms, and make sure that the manure runoff is not what they're using to go ahead and wet the vegetables with, because they do that. They sprinkle the vegetables with doo-doo water sometimes where there's cows, the vegetables that they're going to then sell at market. And then that's how we get the E. coli's. So we had inspectors for that. We could have that back again. I'm voting to get that back. I'm also voting to get back the epidemiological. Sounded so smart right up until then. Epidemiological. You know what the word is. I know, but it's really hard to say. I get a little nervous when I get on a roll like that. Okay, listen. That's fine. But if you're going to try and make a point and you think you've just stumbled onto one, take a breath, then say the word, and let's try it again, okay? So it's epidemiological. 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 Okay, you ready? All right, I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Go for it again. We could have back a Center for Germs and Diseases. That way we wouldn't even have to have a COVID outbreak like this. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do it. We wouldn't even have to. We could have a president who wears face masks when we're all supposed to be wearing face masks, after the audiences who comprise the last and dwindling and dying segment of his voting populace have said they would wear them if only their president told them to wear masks. So anyway, I'm voting for those things. I'm going to vote for those. I hope you do too. I'm going to drop mine in the mail. Because what? This machine kills fascists. That's right. Going to drop it in the mailbox tomorrow after I finish filling it out tonight. It's going to be a blast. It's going to feel so good. Oh, it feels good to vote. It feels good to vote. Vote like your life depends on it. Because it does. Hey, guess what? This weekend is not anything that I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about is something I'm doing on Tuesday between October 20 and November 1st, along with four other brilliant facilitators and brilliant artists will be presenting the Collective Evolution series. This is going to be a series of hour-and-a-half long workshops helping us to find healing, to evolve in this place. We decided to put this on very quickly, right before the election, because we know that we are all going to need some healing and to find ways to evolve through and past this, because even after the blue tsunami, the work really starts. I will be doing a workshop on Tuesday, October the 20th. That workshop is going to be entitled The Hammer with Which We Shape Our Reality, talking about art, art making, and art practice. Tracy is right now leaving the link for subduction.com right there on the pages. Feel free to look at it. Register. It's going to be great, but it would be even better with you there. Would love to see you there. Also, too, my Free the Vote thing went away. Go to Free the Vote. Give them some money. Just know it's a good thing. freethevote.com. What they're doing is giving their the dollars to pay for fines that are still being levied against formerly incarcerated folks in Florida who have had their voting rights restored. And the what do you call Supreme Court there? It's been fucking with them. Normally I have a sign for it. I don't know where my sign went. It went away. It's not here. So free the vote. And this that was super professional, has been another episode of Smoke and Mirrors. Thank you so much for spending some time. If you would like to see what's happening on the IG, on the Instagram, that is Instagram at Smoke and Mirrors CCB. If you want to read some of the Twitters and the tweets and the ideas that turn into the show very often, you can find me at Twitter at Caballo Negrito to write to us and give us an idea about what kind of a show you'd like to see, what kind of a circumstance you'd like to be a part of as a community member here under the Philosopher's Tree. Feel free to give a write at Smoke and Mirrors CCB at Gmail. Don't forget to, if you want to join the party on the 18th, go ahead and run over to the Patreon. This is an event that is produced and hosted by myself, Carlos Kareem Wyndham. This is also produced by Tracy Tatamy. Thank you again so much for spending some time under the tree. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your hands. Don't go outside. If you do, wear a mask. And please do all of these things because we hope to see you next time. Why? Because we love you and not in a creepy way. See you next time.